Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Hope you had a great weekend. Today's conversation or topic is inspired by a commenter. So a couple of days ago I did a video on why do I always hurt more at home? And this was one of the comments and I loved it. So I really wanted to share it. Before I do, here's the topic. Making your sick room your sanctuary. So I'll explain in a minute. Gonna relax first. Hopefully I won't yawn because I'm making this video in the morning instead of the evening. I'd shoot outside, but it's been raining a lot. So calm, relaxed. Get rid of the chaos. A lot of times the chaos is up here swirling. So, sick room to sanctuary. And I'm going to read. That's why I got the glasses on. In response to my, do you hurt worse at home video from a few days ago, somebody commented, I decided to reorganize and redecorate my room. I put different pictures up. I changed my curtains and bedding. I bought me a new lounge chair, and I brightened up the room with more lamps. I constantly have the beautiful YouTube scenery garden tour playing. In other words, YouTube has some really great, beautiful videos with great scenery, and this one was a garden tour. I turned it into my happy place. I took the bed tray down. This is no longer my MECFS sick room. It is my sanctuary. It has made all the difference in the world. And so I just loved that comment on YouTube. It was just such evidence of somebody saying, you know what? My environment matters. And I just talked about yesterday the video with family members, friends not being supportive enough, all that stuff. And I'm not saying we got to get rid of those people, but we can encourage them and coach them, kind of like I discussed in yesterday's video. But environment does matter. If you're spending your days and nights in a dark room, a sick room, with the shades pulled and just, this is where I'm suffering, I'm going to encourage you to take the lead of the person who wrote that comment and say, how can I create a more peaceful, calm, beautiful, healing place to recover? Environment does matter. And so really take a good hard look at that. Whether it be the whole house, just your bedroom, and if you're spending most of your time indoors, get outside if you can. Within the limits of your capability, do yourself a favor and try to get outside. Put a chair out by the door. Get outside. Because when we live in this small box of a room, our world is very small. And even just the step of going right outside your door, even sitting in a chair if mobility is tough for you, that expands your world from this small box to, 360 degrees in every direction. Now we've got leaves on the trees. We got the birds chirping, squirrels running around. You hear insects. Your world expands when you get outside. This also applies to insomnia and sleeplessness. Is your bedroom a torture chamber where you go to stare at the ceiling and get frustrated that you're not sleeping? Or have you made it your sanctuary, your safe place, where you go to rest whether you sleep or not? Some of that's mindset, some of it's environment. Wonder what a freshly laundered set of sheets would do to make you feel a little more comfortable. So do what you can to create a sanctuary out of your sick room, out of your sick place. And that analogy also holds true for the world of our mind. If our mind is a sick place, how can we start to think differently, visualize differently, explore ideas differently, see the potential, see the hope differently, and create a sanctuary within our own mind? And play around with this stuff. But it's worth looking at, because we're trying to teach the brain that we're actually okay, we're actually safe, and not in danger. And so wouldn't it make sense to create an environment externally and even internally that allows for that peace? And I love that word, peace. Because a sanctuary is peace. A sick room seems a little more chaotic. So think about this and look around and say, what can I do differently? It doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to redo things and buy new furniture. But what can I do differently to create a sense of peace? Can I hang up some powerful statements from the internet? Can I find some beautiful pictures? Can I open the shades? Leave them open, right? Can I get outside more? Can I create a sanctuary in my bedroom if I have difficulty sleeping? These things matter. So I really just wanted to share that. Thank you to the person who left that comment. It was wonderful, and I wanted to share it here. So, all right, everybody. Love you all. And as usual, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.